Andy here again, and welcome to day 4th of December, of my Advent calendar style countdown, or daily countdown of my top 24 album and new release albums of 2023, and today we have reached number 21 in my list. If you've been here before, you will have noticed that I've ditched the intro now. I'm assuming that anyone who's watching this has probably seen one of the early ones, so doesn't need to see that again. And if you're new, thanks for joining, and I think you'll get the gist of this pretty quickly. So today's album is a new debut by let me get this right, by The Wave. Which looks like it's a misspelling of weave, but apparently it's the old English style spelling of lots of words, but in this case of waves, basically, as in the sea. And apparently the sea itself used to be spelled S-A-E rather than S-E-A, so who knew? So the Wave are a sort of project by Graham Coxon, he of course of Blur, and his real life partner Rose Eleanor Dougal. Apparently they've known each other for sort of 20 odd years, you know, just as friends and colleagues, and got together in 2020 to start this project, and it all went romantic as well, and they're now proper partners and have a baby daughter apparently, so it's all very sweet. This album was released in February, and it was the first one I got on this Rough Trade Club thing I've mentioned before. So this arrived. It was actually one I was thinking of buying anyway. I'd read a bit about it, heard some reviews, and it's a very fine album. Rose's voice really goes quite well with Graham's playing. She's got sort of slightly deep voice. The whole album some of the songs have a slight melancholy feel, without but not in a sort of like a down way. It's not depressing in any way. It's just the tone of them really. Coxon plays sax as much as he plays guitar on this, but obviously both of those, and I think they've got a sort of a string quartet going on in the background as well. Lovely set of songs. I really like it. I like Coxon's voice. He does, even though Rose is the main singer on here, Coxon does do some vocals, and he's got such a unique style. This album is a nicely presented gatefold, and it's this was obviously, being the Rough Trade Club, is an exclusive, and it's on sort of semi-transparent dark green, or not quite bottle green, but vinyl, and this one also came with CD with some four bonus tracks on there. Sort of musically, I mean, it's quite indie. Obviously Coxon's always a little bit heavier than some of his colleagues in Blur. In some ways, now this is going to sound weird, and I'm not sure whether it's right, but it's the sort of feel I get for it. It's sort of a little bit indie meets prog. It's not prog, but it's almost edging in that direction in a good way. I really like it. So anyway, I'm rabbiting on. That's my number 21, and it is the Wave, otherwise known as Graham Coxon and his Mrs. Rose Dougal. Very fine album. And tomorrow we will be arriving at number 20, and that's quite an interesting album. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Cheers.